Hey guys, so I'm driving. I am driving back from Orlando from a conference, but I wanted to come on and talk to you because I've been getting so many messages from so many ladies freaking out that it's like just been a few weeks of pregnancy and they're piling on the pounds. So I wanted to share something with you. So I'm not going to be completely looking at you because I'm driving and that's not safe, but since I'm in the car for so long, I thought this would be a good time to share this with you. And I was thinking back to the beginning of my pregnancy, and I went back to a moment. I remember it as if it was literally yesterday. It was my first pregnancy, and it was, I think, my 10-week checkup. I'm pretty sure it was my 10-week checkup. But I walked in there, and I remember, like, I don't know if you do this, but like I remember taking everything off, like taking everything out of my pockets. I would take off my shoes. The nurses were always like, you don't have to take your shoes off, but like I would take my shoes off, I would take my socks off, I would take my earrings. Like I wouldn't wear earrings to the doctor's appointment. Like I think the only thing I kept on was my ring. So I take everything off, and weighing is already hard even when you're not pregnant, but when you're pregnant it's so much harder, even though you know that you're supposed to pile on some pounds because you're having a baby, but it's still nonetheless like psychologically hard, right? So I don't normally, I don't own a scale. I know better, and I try and teach you guys that I try not to step on the scale. So it's been since I found out that I was pregnant, I hadn't stepped on the scale. I didn't love the way my body looked. It was changing super fast, and I didn't feel good, but I tried not to focus on that. But it really hit me the moment I stepped on the scale. Like, so I stepped on the scale and it said 12 pounds, and I was 10 weeks. Don't ask me why I was going in at 10 weeks, but I remember I was 10 weeks, and I remember going, oh my gosh, 12 pounds in 10 weeks. Like, that's more than a pound a week. And I literally freaked out. Like, my mind went to like a bad place. Well, first of all, I started adding up the numbers, right? So I was like, a pound or two a week. I have 30 weeks left. That's about 40 pounds plus the 12 I've gained. So that means I'm gonna pile on 50 something pounds by the end of my pregnancy. And I freaked out because I had by this point already been a fitness and health coach for 12 years. So I had worked with plenty of women, and I knew how hard it was to get to a good place and lose the baby weight when you gain, you know, in excess of 40, 50 pounds. So I literally, like, I just went like, wah, wah, wah. And I remember, you guys, as if it was yesterday. I remember the doctor was talking to me and like measuring my belly, and I remember like the ultrasound, and he was talking to me, and it was like he was like literally like rah, rah. Like I wasn't even like paying attention. And at this point, like looking back now, I feel so bad about it because I feel like I was being so like superficial because I was like so freaked out about my weight gain. But nonetheless, I did, and I don't feel bad about saying that, because I feel like a lot of us women do struggle with that, and it's okay, right? Because it's a little bit scary because we struggle with our weight in our body even when we're not pregnant. So during pregnancy, when your body's changing so much, it's that much harder. So I remember that entire doctor's visit, like you know how like, especially your first pregnancy, like, you know, like how big the baby is, like if it's a pea or a broccoli or whatever the heck it is, and you know how much your belly's measuring and all these things. And the doctor, I remember the doctor was going on, and they were measuring me, and they were moving me, and they were ultrasound. I even remember like worrying about if the baby had a heartbeat. That's so bad. I know that's so terrible, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And especially me, like this is what I do for a living, right? So like, I'm like, but everybody expects me to just, you know, not gain a ton of weight, and everybody expects me to look good pregnant, and I'm supposed to look like these like Instagram fitness girls because I'm a fitness coach, and but here I am at 10 weeks with 12 pounds. And I remember leaving the doctor's office, like after I put on like all my millions of things that I took off before I weighed, and I was like, but what am I supposed to do? Because it wasn't even like I was like eating bad and not exercising. Like, I was exercising and I was eating like pretty healthy, not perfectly, but I was eating healthy. And I remember that night going home and like being like, all right, I'm gonna eat even better. And I remember like trying to hold my hunger off as long as I could to like not eat till I was like really, really hungry. And like that was a huge mistake. So then I got to like dinner and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna eat a salad. And I was starving and I just ate a salad, and like an hour later I was famished, I was cranky, I had no energy, like it was terrible. And I was like, I can't do this to myself, right? Like, I'm not supposed to be depriving myself of calories when I'm pregnant, and I don't want to do anything to hurt the baby, but like I'm freaking out. So I decided, like, luckily for me, I have trained my mind and myself to not focus on bad things for a long time. So this is one thing that I want to share with you. A tip for you is don't wallow in like misery for too long. Like, we're human. It's okay. I had my moment. I let myself like be upset and disappointed that I had gained, you know, pounds on a bunch of pounds, and like I let myself be miserable for a day and like focus on the piling on of the pounds. And then I just said to myself, okay, time to get over it and focus on something else. Because your mind, and so whatever you focus on, whatever you put your energy on, like that's what happens. Like, that's the energy that you attract. That's like, it's like the law of attraction, right? So that's what I always tell the girls who are always in my Facebook groups going, I gained this amount and I gained it. Don't focus on the number on the scale, because it's just going to make it harder, because then you're going to start focusing on trying to do things that aren't healthy, that aren't safe, and it's just going to make you end up doing worse things, and it's not going to help you any. So first of all, if you are feeling like I was feeling, stop focusing on the scale. Stop focusing on the number, okay? So here's what ended up happening after I was like miserable for a day and let myself freak out and make up stories of what was, you know, I was like already thinking to myself, okay, like I created a movie like in those like 24 hours. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna end up in like yoga pants, maternity pants for like 2 years, and none of my clothes is gonna fit me. Like, I was literally envisioning this. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get like a ton of stretch marks. I do not have good genetics. I actually have to work really hard, you know, to look and feel the way I do. I'm not those girls that are like blessed and just don't really like work out and eat good. Like, I work out a lot, I eat healthy, so I work hard. I don't have good genetics. All of my mom's side of the family, they all have stretch marks. So I was like literally seeing myself already with like stretch marks and depressed and being like that trainer who lost their body and never got it back. So it was really bad, but it lasted a day because I made myself change my mindset. So after that, guys, I just continued to do what I was doing. I continued to, I was doing my Fit Mom to Be workout program. So I just said to myself, okay, now that I see how easy it is to pile on the pounds, I'm going to make sure that I do not miss any workouts. I'm going to be really consistent with my workouts, and I'm just going to make the healthiest choices possible when I eat. And so I did. So I gave myself that day, and I continued. I did my Fit Mom to Be workout programs. I did my 3 weightlifting workouts every single week of my pregnancy. My first pregnancy, my second pregnancy, we'll have to talk about that another day. But I never missed those 3 weight workouts, and I would do like 1 or 2 cardio days a week for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And you guys, by the end of my pregnancy, like I had my son at 40 weeks pregnant, and I was 20 pounds. So I was freaking out, made myself miserable for a whole day, and thought about this like terrible story and like movie I created of what I was going to look like and what I was going to feel like and what was going to happen to me. And then I only gained another 8 pounds the entire other 2 trimesters. So if you're there, if you are feeling like I was feeling then, I just want you to know that there's hope, that the weight, the pounds will totally level off. If you're doing the right thing, just continue to do the right thing. Just continue to exercise consistently, continue to make good, healthy choices, and it will level off and you'll end up in a good place that you'll be able to lose, you know, those pounds quickly. You'll be able to get your body back. You'll feel good. It will reduce your chances of depression, and you'll be fine. But just continue to do what you're doing. And if you're like, okay, Michelle, now I'm even more freaked out, because if you were piling on pounds like that fast, I'm not even working out. Then to you, I want to say it's never too late. Okay, I have ladies in my Fit Mom to Be workout program that have started at 25, 30 weeks pregnant. I've even had ladies start 34 weeks pregnant and just exercise consistently for 4 to 6 weeks and still really see some amazing changes. So it's never too late. If you're not working out right now, now's a good time. If you haven't been working out, now's a good time to start, because it's never too late. I'm telling you, if you would be in my Fit Mom to Be free Facebook group, you would see these ladies, how they say that most of them start at 24, 25, 26 weeks and still see crazy good changes. So even for me, I'm telling you right now, I piled on 12 pounds in 10 weeks, the first 10 weeks, and I still was able to level it off and end up having a super fit and healthy pregnancy. So I hope that this brings you hope today. If you are not working out consistently at all, or even if you are and you just would like to have like a more structured plan that you know is safe and you know is effective, I will post a link in the comments to my free pregnancy workout challenge. So I have a 14-day pregnancy workout challenge. It's a free. I have had over 100,000 ladies go through it. So that's super amazing. So maybe that's just what you need to just, you know, get yourself going, or get yourself being more consistent, or get yourself more excited about working out again, or just making yourself feel a little more at ease that you're doing something, about not piling on the pounds. So I will go ahead and post that link in my comments. I probably am not going to do it in like the next hour because I'm driving, but I promise to go back there. And if you have any questions, I haven't been able to read, but I will go back and check out whatever questions you have. If you're watching this on the replay, I will also go back and answer any questions, so go ahead to post them there. And I can't wait to see you inside the pregnancy workout challenge. So what I've done now is I have merged, I have 2 private Facebook pages, the one for like my paid program, my Fit Mom to Be, and then my pregnancy workout challenge. But I just recently merged those together because it was like 2 really awesome community of pregnant women and moms and postpartum women, and I don't know why I was keeping them separate. And so I'd rather just have everybody in one group, and I'm going to go in there once a week and just answer all the questions, because the groups are getting like super big, super fast. So that way I can just go on live once a week in the private group and answer any questions and help anybody with whatever they're struggling with. So yeah, so you'll get access to that as soon as you sign up to the chat. You'll have access to ask me anything. Okay, so I will see you guys soon. Bye.